the next part of the Miata build project, and today we're going to be welding in the frame rail on this car and the front cross section of the core support. And yeah, so follow along as we work on this project. What I'm going to do, I got these spot welds here. I'm going to put the copper in the back side, weld these shut and grind them smooth, and then when I get into here I can reuse these, make a plug weld out of them. That'll be the starting point. I'll also do the same on these ones. I think in here I'll have to weld these up shut too. So I'm able to repurpose this piece. I've cut out the old rusty spot. We'll build this up in here yet, but it's just going to fit in like that. Here's that corner welded in place. The back side I'll probably just put some seam sealer on, replacing the rust on the lower portion of the front. I actually went through the parts I cut out and this piece was all mangled, just like that was. But I think I can reuse a lot of that stuff. But we're gonna try it. I want to get rid of the rust. I don't like it there. It's not like it wouldn't pass safety with it there, but I'm gonna replace it anyways. We're gonna reassemble this half and this half, weld them together. I got the clamps in there, holding it together, and we'll probably end up cutting off this, so I'll just weld it up to this spot weld here. Got the two pieces back together, and not sure if I'll even have to grind the welds down, because you'll never see it again. This is the rusty piece I've taken out of the car, and this is the one that I'm going to replace. Just about to weld it into place. Got the new part welded onto the passenger side of the car, and then I'm going to work with this side now. Alright, I just welded in this piece here, and this one I did this morning, and then I got a little piece left here, and then we can, I guess, prep it for some primer, get it cleaned up, put it in the car, and then I'm going to take, pretty wrinkled here, but that's the other corner that we need, the final corner. It'll look as straight as the rest, because the rest also looked that way before I started. This is that final piece of the rust repair puzzle there. And the rest is all welded in place. Just finished that. I welded a piece of metal onto the end of what was left of this frame, and I'm going to do the same in this area here, so that I can have the new rail piece slide right into there. and then once it's then I have something to give it a little more strength to do the weld. Here are the rest of the plates for the inside of the frame rail. So you take one of them. I've got them welds recoated. I drilled the spot welds, or I've drilled it out a little bit so I can weld them into place. And they're just going to sit in, for example, like this. These are the plates welded into place. Now I should be able to slide the rail right in. We'll see if we have to notch this a little bit, because it's got the angle I got to slide the rail into and past the top of the rod. Here's the initial test fit. You can see where I've got the backing plate in behind there, and in here, backing plates behind there. We're gonna weld that up. This is just a test fit. I gotta grind down some welds yet. And you can see where I'm going to do all the spot welds in here. I had to cut this up. It'll get folded down and welded back together. And this will get welded on here. And so we'll step back. And it actually sits level with the front. So you can see where I've done the rust repairs on the bottom from the original car. And we got these that I think they hold the plastic bumper on. I don't know what you call them, but there'll be one on each side. You won't see the welds. Well, you won't see much of this anyways, because the pop-up lights will cover the repair, and this piece will cover most of these welds, and then I'll have to use some seam sealer like they did from factory in here. Got the rail slid in place, so I'm about to start welding, and I got my measurement right. We're going from 2 inches to 6.5 inches from this point right here. Let's put the flashlight on it. This point right here, which is the stiffer piece of metal for the strut tower, to this point on the sway bar mount, and that has to be 4.5 inches. As you can see, it's 4.5 inches there. So, got this one welded up. Made a little fire down here on some rags. And we're still rolling. I ended up pulling the strut assembly out of here because when this is up in here, it's right in the way of where I want to weld. So we'll just put it out of the way for now, and then I can finish the welds on the bottom up in this area here, which welding upside down is not fun. So here is the joint welded up. And underneath, it gets a little bit ugly, this area here. That's the butt weld that I did on my back. Thanks for joining me on this part of the build segment. And next time we will be doing the priming, painting,